I remember the sound of the zipper more than her voice. Metal teeth closing. Final. That was the moment I knew I wasn't going to argue. She stood in the doorway with her phone raised like a shield, thumb hovering, eyes already rehearsing the post. I'd asked her not to travel with him, not a demand, a boundary. She smiled the way people do when they've already chosen someone else. By the time I reached the car, the post was live. Men think they own you. I didn't respond. Silence is a blade if you know where to place it. We met 10 years earlier in a glass-walled conference room, the kind that pretends transparency while hiding everything. She laughed at my dry jokes. I admired her hunger. We built a life on shared calendars and mutual ambition. We told each other the truth, even when it stung, especially then. I trusted her because she taught me how. The cracks came quietly. New passwords, late flights that didn't match expense reports, a name that appeared too often, then not at all. Work husband, she joked once, like the word husband was a costume you could slip on and off without consequence. I watched patterns the way some people watch sunsets, without panic, without hope, just attention. The proof arrived on a Tuesday, a calendar invite forwarded to me by accident. 2 rooms booked, 1 excuse. I didn't confront her. I archived it. I stopped sleeping next to her and started sleeping with facts. When I told her I wasn't comfortable with the trip, she rolled her eyes. When I told her why, she laughed. When I walked out, she posted. That night I didn't pack clothes. I packed leverage. I called an attorney before dawn, then an accountant, then the compliance hotline she used to mock. I didn't accuse. I asked questions, questions with dates attached, questions with attachments attached to them. I let professionals do what professionals do when you hand them a thread and ask them to pull. I knew her company better than she did. I'd helped her climb it. I knew the policies she skimmed. I knew which lines were red and which ones only looked pink if you squinted. I never touched her phone. I didn't need to. The company had already been watching. I moved money the way chess players move pawns, quietly, legally, ahead of the board. I changed beneficiaries. I froze joint accounts with a single call and a calm explanation. I left her access to enough to feel normal. Normal people don't notice traps. She noticed my absence. She didn't notice the audit. The trip went ahead. Photos posted, smiles too wide, captions too brave. She tagged the city, he tagged the hotel bar. The company's AI flagged it before I finished my coffee. By the time she landed, her badge didn't work. The boss called her while she was still at baggage claim. I know because the voicemail came through my old number first. She hadn't updated it yet. His voice wasn't angry. It was afraid. "Dear God," he screamed, words breaking. "What did you make him do?" I didn't answer. I forwarded it to my attorney and deleted the original. The investigation moved fast. Expense fraud, conflict of interest, policy violations dressed up as romance. The kind of romance companies hate because it comes with receipts. He was married too. His wife didn't know. HR made sure she did. She came home to an empty house and a locked office door. My note waited on the counter. 1 sentence. I noticed. She tried to call. I let it ring. She texted paragraphs. I read them like weather reports. Interesting, irrelevant. When she threatened, I forwarded. When she begged, I archived. The confrontation happened in a neutral room with bad lighting and a mediator who spoke softly. She looked smaller, not guilty, exposed. She kept asking why like it was a mystery instead of a mirror. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't explain my feelings. I explained consequences. She realized it in stages. First the job, then the stock options, then the house she loved but couldn't afford alone, then the social circle that went quiet all at once. The last thing to go was her certainty that she was the victim. That took the longest. It always does. I signed last. The pen felt heavier than it should have, or maybe my hand was finally steady. Now when I think about it, I don't feel rage. I feel precision. the clean satisfaction of a knot untied without tearing the rope. I didn't destroy her. I removed myself from the story she was telling and let the truth finish the chapter. She wanted an audience. I gave her a reckoning. Justice doesn't need a speech. It needs timing. It needs restraint. It needs someone willing to leave without a word and let the echo do the work. I still remember the zipper. Metal teeth closing. Final.